In this video, I'm taking you inside Kyokushinkai Karate, and to do that, I went to one of the best around. Senpai Luigi. We trained for hours. Physical conditioning for legs, shins, hands, abs, everything. But is it really as tough as they say? We have the great Senpai Luigi here. What do you think? How are you?
With your busted up face.
I promised you, I gave you my word.
Truth is, they saw us in Rome at Big FC. He told me, I'll visit. It's an honor having him here. I don't deserve so much.
It's an honor for me. Guys, before moving on to real Kyokushinkai Karate, we'll do some boxing drills with gloves and the Rasta power. This is an exercise that helps me both to improve my boxing and to prepare my body before starting Kyokushinkai.
We're working on... I'm using the Sendurion, an active overload made with braids, so you'll feel it destabilizes you while also strengthening your legs. I need this when I'm working at close range, because I've seen you fight and you tend to work at long range. So today let's focus on working at close range. Let's set aside what we already know how to do and work on what we actually do less, so that I'll be able to do it better when I'm underneath.
I don't like long distance, I prefer close distance.
And we work on... I noticed that today we're putting on the belt. Matteo is going to help us out. And we move on the techniques with the pads. There's Senpai Bruno, who's a master of passing, the legendary Alessio Sakara, Luigi Bussa, so we're talking about one of the best. In my opinion, they're among the best in Italy. You'll see for yourself. And in the meantime, I'll explain a couple of things to you. Then we'll move on to another kind of approach, which is about hard punches. Where do they come from, conditioning or grip? And I'll make you realize that they come more from the grip than from conditioning. And then, if anything, I'll do a bit of close range sparring. I love Rome. So if things go badly, remember that I adore you Romans, okay? All right, start moving already, kind of like shadow boxing.
Like how?
Shadow boxing, do some shadow boxing. Yeah, I can feel the
weight
on my hands. Okay? Hold it like that, put your fist up. The 100% is right here, right here. You're already out of the 100%. There's no impact. Here is where the impact is. I mean, if I'm here, the jab needs to load the weight when I get to the hook. Twist.
Go ahead.
Nice, that's how you have to do it.
Tension's gone, it's done.
Everything is fine just the way it is, relax. See, you notice how things change. Now you'll try without gloves to work with the rope, and when he works, he'll be working. You have to remember that you need to hold...
I mean, with that one over there, I was on the ground. No, but...
You're not doing it.
I'm coming in here.
Now you're using your arms. Look.
All right, that is fine.
I'm moving it by 2 centimeters.
Slowly.
Wait, here to fight? No, I'm just all muscle.
Is his head hard too?
Yeah, that one. The Tavarandiza. You break it a bit gently on the legs.
I must not make a mistake, like when you go up against a tough fighter and you say, okay, he's tough. All the more reason I need to keep my head relaxed. I mean, relaxed. Head, if I tense up...
Then you stiffen up like you're working. It looks stupid now. With your brain, focus on the braids and see. See how the weight of the punches changes. Talk with the braids. Same distance. And they don't... You're not the same as before. You have to work like this. What changed? You shifted your mindset from here to here. These just became stones and I let them go. If I cry for...
Well, this is it.
Makes sense. If I cry for this, no.
This repeats. Now you understand me.
Now watch. I think it's because I understand that I've taken it for years. It's just a bit of acceleration. You have to imagine that there's someone holding you. Okay, it's...
Worse.
No, don't think, no, that someone's holding you. To make you do the move where you have to push with your arm, you can't try to throw a punch. If I hold you, it doesn't work perfectly because it doesn't go. So you have to put this... See, you're moving me.
Simone, this is the cover shot.
No.
They hold you while they hit you.
The hands, they held me to beat me up, but they couldn't do it alone. No, I didn't mean...
They're absolute scumbags.
No, now let's move. We're short on time. There's that guy who... What are you doing? You're working on the ropes.
Okay?
Shots with your shoulders, lift your chin. If you work up top, now we work below and I think it through. Go easy, go. Don't keep your feet parallel. He feels confident even with the big gloves on the shoulders. He really feels just like Canelo, the great Canelo. Yeah, there were actually quite a few heavy shots landing on the shoulders during that round.
Arms, this is an interesting topic because in boxing a lot of people underestimate it. This thing, but damn. The shots to the arms always come out.
Always an Isra, looks like Alessio Sakar. I always talk about those I admire and those I like. What does he do? He doesn't think about the head first. He knows there's a whole torso to break down. If I break you down from below, you'll end up doing this.
For me,
I don't care about the head. The gong would sound, the timer here, and the first thing we had was a headbutt. Boom. I would tell myself, no, stay calm, make space. But every time it was boom, because that's what fighting is. For me, fighting isn't this. When I fight, it's either I die or I win. There's no talking. Of course it hurts, but I have to get used to that pain. But how do I get used to that pain? First, by building structure, then starting with breathing. Now you hit me, I won't put up my guard. Go ahead, whatever you want. Go on. Keep breathing. When I fight, I can't think about the pain right now, because the moment I say it hurts, I won't go fight. But to get to the point where it doesn't hurt, I have to be prepared. I have to know how to breathe with my abs. I have to stay relaxed while keeping my abs engaged.
like when you get hit here on the shoulders. I wouldn't call myself a general,
because the
various
forms,
are more here than
they are the forces.
more came.
The forms.
That is,
You have to go down with your knuckles. Even here, when you go in, you feel how you hold up. Follow it like this.
slowly the more.
The better I go in with my knuckles, I do that. But it's not even like I lift my elbows like when you're in
Guard.
guard.
Okay, yes, because you already anticipate what's going to happen.
I brought you to the hip.
Okay?
But there you get confused.
There, I really get mixed up.
But there you get angry. Instead, you need to think when you're underneath. So like you put yourself there, you end up underneath. Mom attacks. You mom, I'm closed off.
Mom, of course.
There are two phases. As long as you're standing and until the KO comes. KO, that's it, it's over. It happens, that's all. You wake up after a few minutes, you wake up after half an hour. Hopefully nothing serious happened in 99% of cases. Nothing happens, but there it's nature telling you to stop. But as long as you're still standing, time management is important, anger management is important. When I say to get angry, I don't mean in a rageful way.
It is right in the
Sense of saying, don't think about,
losing.
I won't stop, I don't care. When you reach that point, it's good, but to get there, you have to be prepared. You have to know that it will hurt, that your shins will hurt, that your head will hurt because you want to do it.
You've also built this kind of mentality over time, let's say, in the sense that you've developed it over time. I don't know how to put it.
Well, it develops. I have to tell you the truth, a lot of this mentality, it came to me because of an illness. I had a very severe form of anemia for many years. I would faint 2 or 3 times during training. So what was I supposed to do? Since my will to train was so strong, my desire to do the Kyokushinkai was so strong that I would faint. So what would happen? When we were fighting, maybe we'd do the 2 minutes and everything. I would hit the bag for 1.5 minutes because after 30 seconds I'd faint. But I fainted because I had problems, I was dying, then they forced me to be hospitalized. In fact, I was in the hospital for 2 months.
How old were you then?
There, in 2015, I even did a competition. In fact, I had to come in second because the judges wanted to call it a tie, but I said no. I couldn't do it, I couldn't see anymore. But I was used to suffering for 1.5 minutes, and you'd go all out, so I had to put myself on the ground, and that's where you build toughness and willpower. I faint, I get back up, hot, I get back up, hot, I get back up.
As I always say, everything comes from suffering. Often we bring out the best in ourselves. We manage to have that extra edge mentally that allows us in those situations. To have a champion's mentality to...
No, I'm not a champion, but from that mentality,
If you want to consider yourself a champion, at least the mentality, you should have it if it's there. At least that much.
What I always tell all my guys is, don't think about victory. Think about the beauty of a fair fight between two people who bear no grudge against each other, the toughness and the wonder of it. The magic of all this is the toughness. The toughness is what forges the spirit and usually shapes good people. And I always say the work of laborers, because being an artist is wonderful, no doubt about it, but the hard work is done by hands, by those who wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning. That's what I always want to teach the kids. Toughness, being there, never giving up.
This mentality, in my opinion, you can carry with you into every context of life.
You bring it into everything, into work, into life, into school, into family behavior, but above all, you bring it into your relationship with yourself. Because when you look at yourself in the mirror, in those moments when you feel a bit lost, which happens to everyone, you ask yourself, what am I doing with my life? You look at yourself and say, damn, I'm breathing, I'm focusing, I'm training, it's okay. I'm resilient enough to patiently wait for the day to get better. In the meantime, let's enjoy this storm, because I'm not afraid anymore. I don't care about getting hurt or dying anymore. I just don't care. I want to be here, even if things are going badly. I want to be present. Then that's the fight.
An anecdote. Sometimes when you saw my worried face before something happened, it was because I saw his face starting to laugh and I thought, okay, I think something's about to happen. Is something going to happen?
Now, have you had the chance to experience the blows of San Paolo? Luigi, the punches mostly, especially the upper part, so many of them. When I started making videos with him, people would say, hey, Gervin, you're not very good, which is true. Maybe in this case, you're a well-prepared guy. Damn, you're much more prepared than I am. Physically, you really feel the blows.
Yes, that is exactly right. I know perfectly well what I'm getting into. I have finally got rid of it. And now I feel...
like a Rasta. It really gives you wings, seriously, from 3. 3, go. Come up with your hand. I'll kick and grab your head. Go. Put your hand here. Okay. Get ready to push, counting 1, 1, and 1 more. Now push again and keep the rhythm steady as we count. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Keep your focus and energy high until the very last rep is finished. Papa, that's enough. Hey, I throw a beer, Papa. Awesome.
Can you please take a look at Senpai's shins? I mean, do you realize? Let's see the
shins of Simo workout to see if they're hardcore workout or not. It feels like I'm hitting with the bone and not...
I mean, it hurts a lot, even just like this. I mean, unbelievable. But it's really hard. But that's normal. Oh no, but it's impossible.
This is hardcore, huh?
But is there something less hardcore? And
in here, it's the softest thing compared to a baseball bat. If like you throw me a get on my washing low kick.
Okay, all right.
Slowly, because I'll learn it.
No, what is this? But what's wrong with him?
This is bad.
Am I really this anxious? No, what are you? No, here there are a ton of trophies from the great Senpai, as you can see. Italian Karate Championship, which also included
students and everything, and the Spanish Open as well.
A ton of trophies.
With the Belgian Championships, twice at the Spanish Open, 3 times we made it to the podium at the Spanish Open, Italian Championships. The point is, if you want to do something, you have to commit. If you want to do something, you have to make sacrifices. If you want to do something, you have to put yourself into it. You can't just wait for the sponsor to come or for this or that to happen. Also because if you don't believe in it yourself, why should anyone else believe in it?
And I'll add, luck doesn't exist in life. You create it yourself through commitment, as Senpai said. Work, 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 work.
Luck.
You create it yourself.
Yes.
Only this way.
Luck is the will for things to happen, but that will often comes at a cost. It definitely costs in terms of sacrifice and certainly financially. But waiting for others to pay for your career is foolish.
Before reaching that stroke of luck, or rather that opportunity. People might not know how much someone has worked. How many years? Maybe I've been trying to do this for 30 years.
Then
some say he was lucky to get that chance. I've spent 30 years.
Been working on it, but it's because there's a sponsor, even the sponsor. Someone says, but he got a sponsor, guys. It's not like you wake up one morning and they come running just because you put on gloves to fight. For a sponsor, you need to have value, plain and simple. If you don't have value, it's not other people's fault if you don't have it. It's the willpower that you lack. But to reach my own value, guys, I don't even want to tell you about the investments I've made. I'll tell you an important phrase my mother once told me. She said, always remember that the best investment you can make in life is to invest in yourself.
Now I'm going to throw some punches to Senpai's stomach. So what's the point? It's not that I'm putting on the gloves to hurt him less. I'm putting on the gloves to hurt my hands less.
No.
But I don't get hurt. I don't know. I just don't get hurt. I mean, it's impossible. No, it's impossible. No, it's really impossible. Wait, I'll say another one and that's it.
No, wait a minute. Come on, please.
Impossible anyway. The last one is boss. You going? Yes.
Come on.
But how many did you throw at me?
Go, Simo, go.
When he laughs so much, that's enough. Do you want to try hitting him while he's talking?
No, that's enough.
Come on, everyone is invited. This is fake. Can you please come? No, what's fake about it?
No.
You say yes?
Well, it's not the thickest. Oh.
Damn, no, you can feel it. You can feel it.
With bare hands. I told you so.
To work on the bag. There's a kind of training
with
bare hands. I mean, it's something that can be advantageous.
Always remember how the body gets damaged. You have to take care of it. So if I do it every day, I don't feel it, but I keep going and going. You're just doing something stupid. I do 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Stop. When your hand is fine, 10 minutes, stop until you can do it for an hour without anything happening, because I have to give the body time to regenerate the parts that have been damaged. If I don't give it that time, maybe the first day it hurts. The second day it doesn't, but by the fifth, inflammations start and they become chronic.
And to conclude, a piece of advice for the kids at home, whether you want to train with the goal of competing in combat sports, or even if you just have a dream in general.
No one will ever give you anything for free. No one will, so give it your all, put in your maximum effort, and don't feel like a failure if you don't become a world champion. There are very few world champions. So practice with love, do it for your own heart, not for the titles. Always train, because the best investment you can make in life is in your training, study and courtesy. When you have these three things, you truly lack nothing. And little by little, the best people will come closer to you. If you train with Resta Power, even better. An Italian frigate, thank you for visiting me, for being born with me, for listening to me, for teaching me so much. Because I always learn when friends come to visit me, and above all, to create this connection among all the newcomers. So between you YouTubers who care about us, who respect us, and us who, little by little, tell you who we are. Because for too many years, no one has taken us into consideration.
Cohesion and the right energies coming together. This is the key, and respect is my gift to you. See you next time. In the next episode, I'll take you with me inside a full Kyokushinkai Karate class. We'll be in the dojo with all the students who practice every day together with Senpai Simona, Senpai Bruno, and of course, Senpai Luigi. A tough training session, from leg techniques to arm techniques, all the way to the final sparring.